question number 3. So figure 12.3 depicts an archery target marked with its 5 scoring areas from the center outwards as gold, red, blue, black and white. The diameter, diameter of the region representing goal is 21. That means what? Goal, right? Diameter, that means from here till here is 21, which means I can find out the radius, right? And each of the other bands is 10.5 centimeter in width. That means from here till here is 10.5, then from here till here is 10.5, from here till here is 10.5, same thing here, from here till here is 10.5. What do I have to do? We have to find the area of each of the 5 scoring region. That means I have to find the area of this gold, then area of this red, blue, black and white. Alright, that will give us our answer. So first let's start by finding the area of this goal. So they've given us a diameter, which means I can find a radius. Now if you look at the area of the goal, it's in the shape of a circle, right? Which means simply I can use the area of circle formula, pi r square. Alright, I'll be using r1 r2 like that here. Okay, so once I put the value, pi is 20 by 7, radius is 10.5. 10 into 10.5, right? Because radius square, then 707, 7 5 are 35. I can't go any further. Multiply these two, we'll get the area of the goal region. That means this circle to be 346.5. Also remember, r1 is 10.5, right? Okay, now we're going to find the area of the red, right? But first we have to find the radius. So we know that from here till here is 10.5, and then from here till here is 10.5. So if I add, I will get 21. That means the whole, okay, the whole thing. From here till here the radius is 21, which will be our r2. Now how do I find the area of this red region? Area of the bigger circle minus area of the smaller circle, I'll get this area of this red region. Okay, so I'm subtracting here, you can see, right? So r2 is the bigger radius and r1 is the radius of the goal. Okay, so I'm subtracting both the areas, right? After I put the value, you can see that I can take pi common. Alright, now r2 is how much? R2 is 21, r1 is 10.5. A square minus b square. What is the formula? A plus b, a minus b. So a plus b, a minus b. You add these two, you will get 31.5. Subtract these two, will get 10.5. Then 7 to 7, 7 to 7, 7 5 are 35. So once again, I have to multiply all these three, and I'll get the area of the red region to be 1039.5 centimeter square. This region, okay? Alright, remember that r2 is 21. Alright, from here till here is 21. Alright, now once again we'll be trying to find the area of the blue region, but first let us find the radius. So we know that from here till here is 21, right? Again, from here till here is 10.5, which means I just have to add and I'll get the whole radius till here, till the blue region, to be how much? 31.5. Now how do I find this area? We'll consider this to be one big circle. This big circle minus this smaller circle. Alright, so the bigger circle minus the smaller circle here, I'll get the blue region. Of course, you can see this golden, alright, but remember we're taking this to be just one circle. Alright, so it will look something like this, right? The bigger circle, this is the blue region, minus the smaller area circle, I'll get this blue region. So remember, I'm taking it to be r3. Now same thing again, right? So 3 minus 2. Then now r3 is how much? 31, right? And then radius of r2, like I told you, remember this one, okay? R2 is how much? 21. So once again, a square minus b square, and a plus b, a minus b, right? Once you add, you'll get 52.2. Once you subtract, you'll get 10.5. Then 7 to 7, 7 to 7, 7 5 are 35. You can't go any further, so multiply these three, you'll get the area of the blue region, this region, to be how much? 1732 centimeter square. Alright, now once again, let us find the radius again, right? So now till r3 we know it was 31.5. Then again from here till I just have to add 10.5, right? So I'm going to get 42. So remember, right, r3 was 31.5. Clear? Now from here till here is again 10.5. So now I got the whole radius from here till here to be how much? 42 centimeter. Alright, so now how do I find the area of this black? So this circle, the bigger circle area minus the smaller circle. Of course, you can see that there are other circles inside, but remember, we'll be taking this just to be one circle, something like this. Okay, so once again, the bigger area of the circle minus the smaller area of the circle, I'll get this region, right, which is our black region here. So radius 4 minus radius 3. All right, same thing again. r4 is 42. Then r3, if you look, r3 is almost 31.5, right? So I put the value again, a square minus b square. So a plus b, a minus b, the formula. Then once you add this, you will get 73.5. Once you subtract, you will get again 10.5. Then 7 to 7, 7 to 7, 7 5 are 35. Once again, multiply all the three, and you will get the area of the black region to be 2425.5 centimeter square. Alright, now the last again, right? So we know that from here till here is how much? 42.5. Then I just have to add 10.5 again, right, to get the entire radius, which is 52.5. So once again, remember, this big circle will be taken, and then we'll subtract it with this smaller circle, right? So to just remember, once again, just one area. So if we look at it, it will look something like this: area of the bigger circle minus area of the smaller circle. I'll get this wide region. Okay, so now radius 5 minus radius 4, right? So once again, radius 5 is how much? We got 52.5, right? And then radius 4 from the previous, how much? 42. Clear? So once again, a square minus b square, a plus b, a minus b, you add, you'll get 94.5, you subtract, you'll get 10.5, and 707, and 5 are 35, right? Can't do anything much, multiply these three, and we'll get the area of the wide region to be how much? 3118.5 centimeter square.